What are they wearing? They look nice. Let me ask them. Hi guys, I have been seeing everybody wearing this beautiful attire. I'll be honest, I never seen this before. Can you explain what is this?
Well, that's great of you to approach us and ask us about our attire.
We will be happy to explain because it's more than just a costume, it's our heritage.
Now, let's transition into the explanation.
So, what's the history?
Its authenticity can be proven when the Sultan of Malacca, namely Sultan Muhammad Shah, who ruled during the 15th century, began to introduce the Malay crest. However, the clothing worn by the Sultan of Malacca at that time was not called baju Melayu, but rather baju kurung. The baju kurung clothing is indeed used for both men and women. After the death of the Sultan of Malacca, a ruler named Tun Hasan drastically changed the design of the cut and style of the shirt. The changes made were the pockets of the Malay baju. The shirts were designed to be long, reaching the base of the sleeves, while the pants were extended to the base of the ankles. This design has remained to some extent and is still followed to this day. After being worn by royalty for a long time, baju kurung has now become a simple, everyday outfit for our people.
I understand it now.
Baju. The shirt is designed with long sleeves and a stand-up collar, often featuring buttons at the neck. It can have either cekak musang, a raised collar, or teluk belanga, collarless style. Seluar. The trousers, matching the shirt's fabric, are loose-fitting and allow comfort and mobility. They emphasize modesty, adhering to Islamic dress codes. Songkok. The songkok serves as a finishing touch to the attire, symbolizing respect and formality. It is particularly prominent during festivals and official events. Samping. The kain samping is a key element of the baju Melayu, adding flair and sophistication. It is usually tied around the waist and crafted from intricate fabrics like songket or batik.
Significance of songket. Songket, a luxurious hand-woven fabric, is often used for the kain samping. Its shimmering threads and intricate patterns make it a symbol of prestige and elegance. Songket is a luxurious hand-woven fabric, often embedded with gold or silver threads, and it carries deep cultural meaning in Malaysia. It represents wealth, prestige, and blessing, which is why it is often used in weddings, royal ceremonies, and important cultural events. The intricate motif on songket, such as flowers or bamboo shoots, symbolize prosperity, resilience, and the continuation of family tradition. Chapal. Chapal is a traditional type of footwear worn by the Malay community, commonly used as slippers. Historically, chapal was introduced by Indian traders who came to Malaya and the Malay archipelago hundreds of years ago. Over time, it became widely accepted and was especially popular among Malay nobility.
Mine looks better.
But mine looks more traditional.
Alright, let's be honest. If we're talking about looking sharp, cekak musang is better. Nothing beats cekak musang. High collar, standing proud, buttons lined up neatly, very gentleman vibes.
Gentleman vibe, please. Your collar looks like it's choked on you. Mine looks iconic, elegant, and very comfortable.
Okay, comfortable, maybe, but iconic? Bro, please. My Cekak Musang collar is standing 2.5 centimeters of confidence. The term Cekak Musang Malay clothing is directly related to the pattern of the collar of the shirt, a high cekak neck or a straight neck. The meaning of Cekak Musang captures the natural image of the collar of the shirt, with a high standing collar 2.5 centimeters around the neck. There are several button designs on the collar of the shirt, such as 3 buttons, 4 buttons, or 5 buttons. The samping is always wear in dagang luar style.
This Teluk Blangah shirt was first introduced in Teluk Blangah, Singapore and spread widely as a characteristic of Johor, especially in the 19th century. It also said to be a type of men's clothing that was designed by Sultan Abu Bakar himself in 1866 to celebrate the transfer of the capital Johor from Teluk Blangah in Singapore to Johor Bahru. The collar or neck design resembles a baju kurung or called Teluk Blangah. The stitching on the neck is known as ilbon stitching or regil stitching and is fastened with one button. The samping is always wear in dagang dalam style.
The difference is not just from the collar, but the button also is different for each type of baju Melayu. The main difference between the two designs is the buttons on the shirt. The Cekak Musang Melayu has baju Melayu has 5 buttons, while the Teluk Blangah has only 1 button. The number of buttons on a shirt itself carries its own meaning and philosophy. For a shirt with Cekak Musang, 5 buttons refer to the 5 pillars of Islam. The 2 buttons on top of the collar refer to reciting the 2 words of faith and the 5 daily prayers. The 3 buttons that are slightly separated represent zakat, fasting in the month of Ramadan, and performing the Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca.
For fans of Teluk Blangah collared shirt, a single button signifies Tawhid, that there is only one God worthy of worship. Although each button signifies a different meaning, both types of collared shirt designs still have similarities in terms of the number of pockets they have.
What are the differences between traditional and modern baju Melayu? Well, those days there is kikek and pesak compared to now. The pesak is a long vertical strip of fabric sewn onto the sides of the shirt, connecting the front and back panels. The function? It widens the body of the shirt, allowing the wearer to move more freely, especially when sitting cross-legged on the floor or performing physical activities. The kikek is a small square or diamond-shaped piece of fabric sewn into the armpit area. The position? It is located at the intersection of the pesak and the sleeve. The function? It acts as a gusset to provide extra space under the arm. This ensures the wearer can lift their arms easily without the shirt pulling tightly or tearing at the seams.
While modern baju Melayu is influenced by modern tailoring techniques, modern baju Melayu use Western style tailoring like also darts, curved seams and fitted patterns. Because of this, shirts can be fitted without adding extra panels. Therefore, comfort and mobility are achieved through pattern cutting, not added fabric. So, pesak and keke are no longer structurally necessary.
Oh, what are the fun facts?
Fun fact, the married people wore the samping up below the knee, while the single people out there wore the samping above the knee, just like me.
Wait, even the pocket have meaning?
Okay, so
3 pockets on the shirt, 1 pocket on top represent Islam, and the 2 pockets on the bottom represent faith and kindness. But don't be surprised by the 7 button Malay shirt. Usually, the 7 button shirt is only worn by the nobility. The meaning behind the 7 buttons is the 7 layers of heaven and earth, and also carries the meaning of the 7 levels of heaven and hell. The existence of the 7 button design on this shirt is said to always remind the noble class of Allah, the Almighty God.
symbol of identity. The Baju Melayu is a marker of Malay identity and heritage. It represents unity among Malay communities across Malaysia, reflecting shared values and traditions. Religious implications. The modest design aligns with Islamic teachings, ensuring adherence to principles of decency. The attire is often worn during Friday prayers, Eid celebrations, and Nikah ceremonies. Political and diplomatic representation. Leaders and diplomats frequently wear baju Melayu during formal events and international summits, portraying Malaysia's cultural pride on the global stage. Okay, now we are interviewing one of the famous local tailors in Malaysia. What is your opinion on baju Melayu?
Baju Melayu is one of our identity. It every stitch carries own history, and it made me feel proud to keep the heritage alive.
Get ready because here's a fun quiz to test your knowledge. No pressure, just culture, curiosity, and a little challenge. Scan the QR code. While you're at it, here's a distraction. Watch this Subway Surfer gameplay.
I might not be wearing one yet, but I finally understand the soul and the secret behind the Baju Melayu. Thank you, Danish and Amir.
Anytime, Abdullah. Now you are ready to pick one out for yourself.
Thank you.
The conclusion and reflection message. Why Baju Melayu should be preserved. The Baju Melayu is not merely clothing. It is a statement of pride and respect for cultural values. It showcases a blend of tradition, modesty, and style that has been cherished for generations.
What are they wearing? Let me ask them first.
Fun fact, for married people, they wore the samping below the knee, while the single people out there wore the samping above the knee, just like me. Fun fact, for married or people with a the difference is not just from the color, but tak gerak ah.
Sama-sama.
This thing, what is this thing?
Well, that's great of you to approach us and ask us about our attire.
Well, we will be happy to explain. It's more than just a costume, it's our heritage.
Tak sabar.
Ya, aduh.